Uh-oh. We don't want to see that. Gone off that sugar. Yeah, we're going to get started here. This one's going to be called The Relationship Between Racism and Business Ownership. I actually got a late start. Trying to take my little notes. Oh, that's for that one. So I'm going to tag it anyway. I'm going to tag you. I'm going to tag you. Yeah, so we want to talk about the relationship between business owners, the relationship between business ownership and racism, or the relationship between racism and business ownership. So I'm gonna go in on that a little bit. Y'all give me a second. I said I'd get started at 7. We still got 5 minutes, so I'll kind of like talk a little bit while I finish taking my notes and giving people a chance to sign in. I had so much to talk about, and I didn't even get a chance to write my notes because I've been on the phone. I've been doing coaching, staying on the FaceTimes and the Skypes and the Google Hangouts, talking to people everywhere. It's like, it's a really great time, you know? It's a really great time. Studio Steph in the house. Georgie, how you doing? Maria. Who we got on YouTube? YouTube, please subscribe and please say where you at. You know, y'all give me a shout out. Let me know where y'all at. Places in the city. What's going on? It's a lot of interesting things been going on, y'all, in the news. You know, so I don't even watch the news, first of all, but I get a lot of people who call me and inbox me, asking me questions, you know what I'm saying, about things. Hardin, what's up, fam? Mr. Smith, what's going on, my brother? I got a lot of people be asking me things. That's how I find out about what's going on so often. Maria, how you doing, Queen? You know, so I got a lot of people who send me messages, always asking my opinion. Y'all know I don't get caught up in a lot of things, a lot of these topics and all of these things that's going on. I say they're designed to keep you distracted. You understand what I'm saying? So when you see something happening with these TV stars or these people who are going through some crazy things, it's all a distraction, y'all. A lot of this stuff is scripted out. Y'all living in real life reality TV. This is real life reality life now. It's not even about TV no more. This is reality life. The things you seeing are being staged pretty much. Exactly. The Asians never stop at our stores. And you know that's right. And they not. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Asians do not like us. Mayat, how you doing, family? Asians do not like African Americans. Let me rephrase that. Asians outside of America love us, but the Asians and foreigners who live in America are taught to hate us. Y'all know they have to take those classes. Before they can come into America, they let them know, do not deal with the African American people. Do not spend money with them. Don't deal with them. King Eddie, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? Do not deal with us. So you will be like, they love us overseas in certain countries, but when they get over here in America, they don't want to be bothered with you. They spit on you or step on you, all that crazy stuff. But no, they will not go in your store and buy from you. And if they do come in your store and buy from you, it's going to be a problem. They ain't willing to pay full price. They don't want to. It's just very funny. They do not like giving African American their money back. Y'all hear that? All the money we spend with them, they are not willing to give us none of the money back. So hey, guess what? That means we got to stop spending money with them. Plain and simple. I don't care how much they small and how good they treat you. What's going on, King Eddie in the house? I've been off and about, y'all, ripping and running and coaching and talking about business, y'all, about this real estate, about People starting businesses, about the auto industry. People wonder, TJ, why are you always talking about the auto industry? What does that got to do with real estate? Well, let me tell you, I'm glad you asked. The automotive industry got everything to do with real estate, because when the real estate industry starts booming and people start having equity in their houses, a lot of people don't even know what equity is. Equity is when a house, if you pay $100,000 for your house, and all of a sudden over the years, because of gentrification, the house shoots up to $500,000, which is $500,000. And then all of a sudden now you got $400,000 in equity in your house. What's up, Chico, in the house? One of my lowrider family. He understand what I'm talking about on this note. So when people get equity in their houses, a lot of people will pull money out of their house and go invest it into their car or go buy their dream car. So it's like the first thing that a lot of people buy is a house. The ones who got sense, they get money, they go out and buy a house. Some people don't have so much. Now, I'm not going to say they don't have sense, but they don't have the knowledge to know, they don't know better. So they're going to go after what they see everyone else has. They're going to go buy a brand new car. They're going to go fix up their dream car when they should be buying a house. Because a lot of people are renting apartments and then they go out and dump a whole bunch of money into their dream car. Ain't nothing wrong with having what you want, but sometimes it's about priorities. But anyway, so that's why I talk a lot about the auto industry and real estate. I teach both of those because people realize, when the real estate market took off in 2000, it started going in the right direction in 2000, but it really took off in 2002 to 2006. We was making money hand over fist in the automotive industry because so many people was pulling equity out of their houses and going buying convertible lowriders and buying brand new Bentleys and putting big wheels on them and all kind of stuff. We need to focus on circulation and of the spending power of the black dollar and how to keep our monies and invest in black townships. You know what? On the real though, we got a communication situation, because we got a lot of people who would like to spend their money with African Americans, keep their money in the community, but a lot of people don't know where black businesses are. A lot of people don't know who sells what, and then most importantly, most people don't know that we got things. Like people say, I didn't know that black people build lowriders. TJ, you build lowriders? I'm like, yeah, I built lowriders for almost 30 years, over 30 years. Started off in my mama's backyard. And then I ended up on the main street and, had shops. And they looking at me crazy. I thought just the Hispanics had that. So communication, lack of communication. People like, I would have let you build my car. I didn't know you do that. You sell rims? You used to sell rims at your shop? Yeah, I did. They said, I knew black people had rim shops, And then I always ask them, did you ever look? They say, no, they didn't look. They never thought to look. Because why? Because they're taught to. There's no loyalty. They're taught to spend money with everyone. That's nice. Spend money with everyone. Give your money to everybody. That's what they do. That's what they're taught. But now things are changing, because of this racism. It's greatly affecting business. You know what I'm saying? And I love it, y'all. A lot of white people are out of control. They're doing a whole lot of atrocious things. They're hurting people, killing people, beating people up, all these wild and crazy things that you're seeing on the news, that you're seeing on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And it's scaring the hell out of African American people, black people look like me, and brown people, Hispanic people too, to the point they are like, shit, we gonna go back and start back dealing with our people. You know what I mean? Because we ain't worried about our people shooting us. We ain't worried about being killed and being spit on and all that crazy stuff, or them trying to poison you, or them fixing your car halfway because they don't like you and mad at you for having a car like that in the first place, or they're trying to sabotage your house because they don't like the fact that you own such a nice home in such a nice neighborhood. We've been going through a lot of things for years, but at the same time, sometimes people deserve certain things. And I don't want to be negative, but some people setting themselves up for failure. Donald Trump bought all of what out? I have a lot of black businesses charge more. No, black businesses do not charge more. And if a black business does charge more, you have to think about it. Is it really more, or are you comparing it to a business that got 4,000 stores? You comparing a black little store to Walmart? Of course, Walmart's going to charge cheaper because Walmart got 4,000, 7,000. I don't even know how anymore. Walmart got thousands of stores. So Walmart's not coming in and saying, let me get 15 of those you know what I'm saying, coconut waters. Walmart is like, let me get 15 million of those coconut waters. Y'all hear what I just said? Where the black store at the corner that's selling the coconut water, he's in there like, let me get 15. And they're going to charge him $3, $4. So he's going to have to charge $6 or $7, if not $8. Y'all hear what I just said? So they have Walmart and other businesses have a bigger buying power. So anybody who would make a statement like that really don't know business, you know? So racism is a major situation on a level that during racism, how you doing, Gerald? Racism is all about you have a person with a business, African American people starting businesses, and all of a sudden it's racist when they go out, the new up and coming business goes out and tries to buy some products wholesale. Bree in the house, what's going on? They try to buy somebody out. I mean, they try to buy some products wholesale and they overcharge them. And they overcharge them. That's not fair. That's racism, So what I see now a lot is we have a lot of African American people starting businesses because they're being laid off in large numbers. They're being forced out. They're not being hired by their jobs. And, it's sad, but when things start to look forward, you're going to have some losses. You're going to take some losses. So you're going to have some casualties in the transition from a bad situation to a great situation. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people going to lose their jobs. A lot of people going to get hurt. But at the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, black people back sufficient again, dealing with each other, spending their money with each other, educating their own children, building their own cars, buying cars from black people, building their own houses again, like we used to do back in the days. All of a sudden, we got to a point where people started buying houses already built. It's like, you can build a house cheaper. Why are we buying houses that are already built for more money? That's a whole nother world. It's like buying a lowrider, buying a car. You got somebody that got a super amazing car sitting here and he's saying, I want $100,000 for the car. And you like, whoa, this car is nice. And then you got an old raggedy rust bucket sitting over here for $1,500. And you can put that car together for like 30 or 40,000. But instead, you go out and pay $100,000 for a car already turnkey. That's the same thing with a house. You can buy a house for $400,000, but you can build one for probably $150,000. So much deep. I sure make a deal with a lot of black businesses. Cheese and love. How you doing? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I get great deals with the businesses I deal with, you know what I'm saying? Because I create relationships, you know what I'm saying? I deal with a lot of I deal with my African American people, you know what I'm saying? I deal with people who respect me and look out for me. Y'all hear what I just said? Meaning, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with a lot of Hispanics too in my lowrider shops and stuff, and they looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? We worked together, we made money. Then you have some that was like, I'm not down. I don't. He making too much money. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want him making no money. We're gonna try to stop that. And that's the main reaction I get from Europeans and stuff like that because of racism. So what is the relationship between entrepreneurship and business? Let's talk about that. Why is there so much racism right now? What is really going on in the world that it's like white people done lost their damn mind? So now that white people done lost their damn mind and they just downright blatantly disrespectful and just killing black people, doing all kind of crazy stuff. What is the cause of that? When the economy got bad, family, black people started opening up businesses more than ever before in history. Daryl, how you doing, fam? They started opening up businesses more than they ever did before in history. So when you look at social media, y'all notice there was an explosion on social media of, oh, this black business owner did this black business did that, this black business started, and it was like a takeoff, runaway business. This business is, somebody just told me about a restaurant in Atlanta, and it had a line that was 9 hours long to get into this new restaurant because the food was just that amazing, or was it the marketing or whatever it was? It was just a line that was unreal, where people were standing in line for 9 hours to get food. It was a black-owned restaurant. See, that is white people, Asian people, Korean people, everybody's fear. Y'all hear what I just said? They know black people make better food. Black people do a whole lot of things amazingly, and that's why everybody steals from African American people. They steal their intellectual property. Karen, how you doing, family? They steal our intellectual property and go patent, trademark, copyright, and do things like that, because your average black person don't know what a patent is, a trademark, a copyright, or don't even know that their ideals have any value in them. That's why I look at even these young college students coming out of college. They don't know. They're not taught these things. We can't get mad at them because they're not taught about identifying an intellectual property when it happens. So for example, I listen for trigger words. I listen for trigger words, meaning when someone says to me, they said, TJ, this has always been a problem. This chair never could, it's always very uncomfortable sitting in these chairs. And we've looked around, they don't even make a chair that, is comfortable. And we hate these chairs. And I wish it could swivel around. I wish that it was a thing that I could tilt back like this. If I hear somebody make a statement like that, I'm like, really? Wow. Make a chair that could tilt, make a chair that could swivel. You know what I'm saying? That's called a trigger to me. Or someone says, TJ, there's no burger stands out here. There's no this, there's no that. I'm listening for that. The end of thousands of years war on the indigenous people of the planet are woke, and it's time for the white Christian crusaders and build our own society. See, now you're going to divide people with the Christian crusaders, good brother. Hold up. And these brands that try to inclusion, but to only use a certain kind of blacks or people of color to shut us up. Right. Okay, King Eddie in the house. Let's talk about what King Eddie said. When you start talking about the Christians, now you singling people out. Now it's like the Bloods and the Crips again. We're divided. Okay, well, if you're gonna have a Christian community over here, and the Moors over there, the Hebrew Israelites over there, the nations over there, the conscious community over here, we're gonna be right where we left off, where we started off at. Now, instead of white people hating the blacks, it's gonna be like the Christians hate the conscious people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like it's only gonna work if we working together. Period. Corey, how you doing, fam? It's only gonna work if we work together. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't hearing me on that, that's why when you see me out there with everybody. I'll be out there with the Bloods and the Crips. As long as you black, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into that divided stuff. I ain't into we gonna shoot that dude because he wearing red or he wearing blue. I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. Oh, she's a Christian and you conscious, so I can't talk to you. No, I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? If they call me and come over there and ask me to speak, I'm gonna come over there. Why is that? Because I know at the end of the day, people are gonna work to try to turn them against us. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to turn the Christians against conscious people. So I look at Christians right now and I see them wearing ankhs now. You know what I'm saying? They got the ankh on representing the key to life, and they coming into church with the dashikis on. So why is that? Because the Christian church is losing so many people. They losing members because a lot of people are waking up, they're going back to Africa and they're looking at these walls and they starting to pay attention because they got this internet going on and it's opening people's eyes. So instead of saying waking up, let's just say people are getting the real information now because they've been on that internet. And I'd be listening to people around the country. Somebody said the other day, they said, what did they say? It's a lot of things. Whenever they want to destroy something or stop something, they'll put it in a TV show. So they'll start blasting they'll start blasting people on TV shows. Brother, blacks have been united for a long time. You look at the Bloods and the Crips, the lowriders, we've united a long time ago, but that's why they're the most hated people out there. The police do not like the lowriders. The politicians don't like the lowriders. They don't want them hanging out. They don't want them kicking back. You know why? Because you look in there, they got Bloods, they got Crips, they got Hispanics. They all standing there together enjoying themselves. They all dressed like gang members or whatever. But guess what? Ain't nobody shooting at each other. Everybody's hanging out. So we already united. But again, we got different organizations, and this organization don't like that organization. The Democrats don't like the Republicans. The Christians don't like the Moors. The Moors don't like the Hebrews. The blah 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 blah. All this is too much dislike. Too many people don't like each other. But I tell you one thing: when the shit hit the fan, y'all gonna forget about all that stuff, and you just gonna be looking for anybody willing to help you. Period. That's exactly how that's gonna go. What you got here? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I talk to everybody. I talk to everybody. And let me tell y'all something. People think, do you think I'm racist, or am I just talking about what's going on with my surroundings? You know what I'm saying? Do you really think this is racist talk? Because I'm saying, yes, I'm dealing with black businesses. I'm going to spend my money in black businesses. I'm going to support all the black businesses I can. For me, really, that's like a strategic business move personally. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that you put money into, if they start giving it back to you, and you got a business and they got a business, and they start spending money back with you because they know you sell something that's not in contradiction to what they selling, that's a wonderful situation. That's the kind of people I want to deal with. Roshmere, what's up, brother? My family right there, my car people. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I deal with people who spend money with me. I deal with people who deal with me. So I noticed that over the years, the more money I started having, the more businesses, when I did very good with my business, I started paying attention to who was spending money with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, black people was thanking me, patting me on my back for starting a business, making it convenient for them, helping them out, getting them their car back so fast, letting them rent this house that I had with bad credit, giving someone a job that had a felony. But white folks, when they come around, Asian folks, when they come around, they want to know, how did I get that? They run in my background. They trying to figure out, how can we take this from him? How can we stop him from having this? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tend not to deal with people like that. If I can, if I don't have to, but the ones who treat me good, I treat them good back. But because of what's been happening over the years, for me as an entrepreneur, I'm very intellectual on that note. I'm very smart, they say, because I'm not concerned about how you doing, Pat? I'm not concerned about how much, what I'm saying, this car, I want to get this car so I can go shine and bling bling. I'm not concerned about what y'all think about my beard. TJ has some patches going on and all of that. I can care less. You know what I'm saying? My concern is, what does my bank look like? What does my family look like? Am I able to take this school on a field trip? Am I able to give some money or help these little young business owners that want to do something positive? Greetings, family. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm more concerned about. So y'all can look at me however you want, but my biggest concern is, I want to help the next generation, because some people helped me when I was a young person. So that opened the door for me to help others. I was raised up with people who helped each other. I was raised up with people who say, okay, well, you trying to do something positive, let me help you. And that turned my life around. So I grew up with a whole lot of love with people, so that's why I'm able to turn around and give it back. That's why you'll see me speaking at schools and I ain't getting paid for it. That's why you'll see me go places that I go do a lot of stuff that I don't get paid for, y'all, because I know they need the information and they'll never hear it from anyone other than me. You know what I'm saying? Because a college student that graduated from college and now they working at college teaching college students, they can't tell you no great entrepreneurship stories. I'm not trying to hate on them or say anything negative, but I'm saying it got to come from the person who's actually done the work. So I ran a successful business, so I can come in there and tell you about a successful business story. I ran a successful business and I've been through a lot of racism in entrepreneurship, and I understand what's going on from an entrepreneurship perspective. And what's going on from an entrepreneurship perspective is, you got a lot of black people opening businesses and other people are losing money in large amounts of money. You know, I got partners who are on a major mission to buy up all the black owned that want to open up all black hair care products things, and brother giving loans out to people who want to start a business in that. You know, stepping up, handling the business, saying, okay, look, we need to own our hair care beauty salons, our beauty suppliers. We need black people to be buying from black people. From why is Asians selling black people hair care products with poison in them? You know, so these people are going hard, buying up all the black owned, buying up all the beauty salons and making them black owned, and getting rid of these bad products and bringing in the real products. So now, since there's a big demand for people who are making organic or natural, you know, shea butter hair creams and shea butter beard creams or whatever it is to make your hair natural and grow long. You know what I'm saying? They looking for stuff. As we become more and more educated, we find out that you can rub certain kind of nuts and berries in your hair, just like Eddie Murphy told us back in the days. Y'all didn't see, you got to pay attention when Eddie Murphy made Coming to America and he had that long ponytail and he went into the barbershop. They said, man, how you get your hair to grow that long, man? What's going on? And how your hair grow that long? And then he said, what do you put in it? The barbershop asked, what do you put in your hair, man, to make your hair grow this long, man? He said, oh, just regular nuts and berries. And the barber looked at him like, what? He said, yeah, just nuts and berries. It works great for our hair. That's all we ever used. And everybody was looking like they laughed, but he was giving you game. He was giving us the game back then. Y'all see, y'all got to pay attention to some of these TV shows and these movies. They be telling you what's going on, but you don't be paying attention because it sounds funny. Nuts and berries? Really? You putting nuts and berries in your hair and they laughing at you, right? But the reality is, that's exactly what it is. I heard Snoop Dogg the other day say, look at my hair, man. He said, my hair never grew past my shoulders, but as soon as I let it lock up, now look at it all down my back. Giving you the game, telling you what's going on. You know, see, what you got to realize is we have a lot of people that's creating large fortunes off of black products, black people, period. Large fortunes that are multi-billionaires and trillionaires because black people spend a lot of money and they base their whole way of living. When I look at the entertainment industry, right? I look at black singers dominate the music industry for decades. For decades, we've been the biggest and the baddest in music for decades, right? Now, somebody's probably thinking, oh, well, Eminem and blah, blah, blah is the biggest ones. But first of all, you would have never heard about no Eminem if it wasn't for no Dr. Dre. I'm going to leave that right there. You see what I'm saying? So you always going to have the black guy going to bring the other race person in. And then now that white person or whatever person is going to become, the biggest because he has black people behind them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not being racist. I'm just telling y'all the facts of how I see things and what's going on. So you got to learn how to pay attention to it. You know, when I said when Apple first came out with the iPad, not the iPad, but the little computer thing with the music in it, the iSomething. I don't know. I bought one for my daughter. Anyway, it had all that music on it, and she's put it in her purse and boom, boom, boom with the headphones. They didn't go get Bruce Springsteen and Rolling Stones to put those on to go promote them to white people. They went and got the Black Eyed Peas. Then they went and got 50 Cent. You know why? Because they said African Americans gonna buy this up, and they spend the most money on stuff like this. Everybody targets black people. So they said that's how they created their wealth. That's how they create the iPod. There you go. Thank you, Pat. The iPod made all that money off of black people. That's why you'll hear about all these endorsements that all these football players get. You know what I'm saying? They selling these bad products, these sodas, these shoes, and all of this stuff. They're going to give the black people the money because they know black people attract black people, and that's the money that the world is trying to get. Y'all hear what I just said? They want that black dollar. Nike wants that black dollar. All these stores they want that black dollar, so that's why they'll go hire a black person. If they take a white person and put a white person in some Nikes, black people ain't gonna buy it, and they know it. And they know it. If they take a white person and just a straight up Bruce Springsteen and put him in a brand new car and put it on TV, black people are like, nope. They ain't gonna want it until 50 Cent got one and he's showing it off. They ain't gonna want it until Dr. Dre got one or until one of these new rappers that everybody love showing it. Y'all see what I'm saying? So what is my point behind this? So what is going to happen is right now we got Africa manufacturing their own cars. Y'all hear what I just said? Africa they got different countries. It's like 4 countries that are manufacturing their own cars. Y'all hear what I just said? Major game changer. We hadn't known, I'm not gonna say we hadn't had, I'm gonna say we haven't known about black automakers up back until C.R. Patterson in the 1800s, the first automaker in the world that we ever heard of. And most people ain't heard of C.R. Patterson, y'all. Y'all hear what I just said? How many of y'all ever heard of C.R. Patterson? You know what I'm saying? So you got this long gap from the 1800s. C.R. Patterson died. The company got sold, closed down, whatever happened in early 1900, 1913, something like that. And all of a sudden, it go all the way to 2014, and now you got black people making cars in Nigeria. Not in America that we know of. But all of those years, what happened to that big ass gap? How did black people stop making cars? Normally, when one person do it, they get the blueprint and they go run with it. Everybody else start doing it. Edward, how you doing, fam? I look at when I open my lowrider shop. Wendy, how you doing, fam? When I open my lowrider shop, all of a sudden, my homeboys will start coming to me. TJ, you making money, man. I can tell you doing good over here. I said, you got custody of your daughter. You out shopping. You going places. You driving nice trucks. You got a new tow truck moving your cars around. You gave the homeboys a job. Can you show me how to do that? Can you hook me up to do that? So don't think C.R. Patterson didn't have people coming at him saying, can you help me manufacture some cars too? Can I open up my own car line? Can I make some stuff that you're not making or something like that? Is there anything that you want to make that I can make over there and we partner up or something? You got to ask yourself, what happened to all of that, family? I hope so. I hope so. But let me tell you something. What happens? America will put so many sanctions, SANTIONS. I hope I spelled it right. Sanctions on these cars, or so many taxes on these cars. Chuck, how you doing, fam? That a car coming from Africa, that Africa says, we made this car so cheap and so many nice products in it, and we made it so affordably. It's not made cheap. I mean, it's made and manufactured at cheap labor because they don't really have a lot of jobs over there. So they can afford to pay their people a little bit of money, and those people will be very happy. So what they did is they're able to manufacture cars far more superior than cars over here, far more affordable, right? So they can send a car over here that's compatible to a Mercedes, hypothetically speaking. And then, how you doing, Carol? And then they'll turn around and say, hey, we made that car for $9,000, right? We want to sell it. We wanted to compete against the Mercedes, right? Here in America, we wanted to compete against the Mercedes because we made it for $9,000. It got everything the Mercedes got. It looks better than the Mercedes. It got technology Mercedes don't got. It ride better than the Mercedes, and we guarantee it for 100,000-mile warranty on it. If anything happened under 100,000-mile warranty, we'll refix it. We'll replace it. We'll refix it, whatever it is. They come over here. They say, well, what do you want to sell it for? Oh, well, shoot, we got $9,000 invested in that car. You know what I'm saying? If we can sell it for 15, we'll be happy. We want 15,000 each car. And you're going to compete against Mercedes. Darlene, how you doing, fam? You're going to compete against Mercedes and you only want 15,000. You want to sell the car retail to the public for 15,000. America ain't going for that shit. They like, no. First of all, they ain't gonna let you come over here without a big kickback from them. So if you turn around and say Mercedes wants 100,000 for that S550, and we want 25,000 for our car that's in comparison, America ain't gonna allow that. They ain't gonna want you doing that. First of all, and then if they do, they gonna see, okay, well, this car is comparable to Mercedes, and it got better quality. We know that car gonna win. We'll give you your 15,000, but we want 60,000 in taxes on that car. So you guys got to sell it for 75,000 in America. Y'all hear what I just said? So you will go to Africa and be like, man, this car is only 15,000, but in America it's 75,000. Y'all ain't know that? That's big business, because people come from all around the world. People go all around the world, and they'll go to overseas and buy stuff cheap and bring it back. I remember seeing fake Louis Vuitton purses, fake Rolexes coming. They said, oh, them watches is fake, right? They said, oh, these watches is fake. They said that Louis Vuitton is fake. No, that stuff wasn't fake. It was actually real, but they bought it from a foreign country that it was cheaper to make it over there, and they couldn't sell a Rolex over there for no 13 to 15,000 or 30,000 because they wouldn't buy it. So Rolex said, we're going to sell millions of watches, but we're going to have to sell them for $1,200 and $1,500 over there in Pakistan, over in these foreign countries, because they don't have the money that America has. See, what people don't realize, America is like the Rolls Royce of countries. That's why they sell more cars in America than anywhere else on the planet, and preferably California. They sell more cars in California than they do anywhere else on the planet. That's why California got cars named after it. We got the Ferrari California. We got name a name. We don't have too many cars that are named after states. You know what I'm saying? Most of them want to be named after California because of the high-end class. The people who got money come from California. California has such a huge buying power. So that's why we won't know about certain cars coming over here, because they don't want them coming over here. They're going to tax the hell out of them. But anyway, getting back on the positive note, sanctions, there you go. Thank you, Steph. Getting back on the positive note, y'all. It's an exciting time. Black people are opening up grocery stores. Go to We Buy Black. They opening up an all black grocery store with black products. Y'all send that brother some money. You know what I'm saying? My partner, We Buy Black, send them some money. Y'all know I was one of the keynote speakers there last year in November of 17. You know, he's opening up an all black grocery store with all black products. So what does that mean for you and me? I want to buy stuff from them. Why is that? Because I also want to sell my stuff there. Whatever it is that they don't have, that they ain't getting because a black person don't make it, I want to be the one that make that. Y'all hear what I just said? So you need to be trying to manufacture. I don't care what it is. People don't realize you got people who say, I'm going to make a pen. And then all of a sudden they say, well, they don't have a black, hypothetically speaking, they'll say they don't have a black person that makes pens. So I'm going to start a pen company. I'm going to look at all the pens that's out there, and I'm going to kind of copy them a little bit. You know, I ain't going to steal their intellectual property. Jamie, how you doing? I'm going to make it similar to that one, but it's not going to be the same. It ain't got to be better. It just got to be black owned, and you're going to make money. You're going to make money. How you doing, Linda? You know what I'm saying? So I love the whole idea of the brothers opening up the black owned grocery store. And once it starts doing good, at the same time, they're going to realize real quick, okay, we need to start opening up more grocery stores around the country. And then on top of that, you're going to have athletes, you're going to have rappers, you're going to have entertainers saying, wow, you know, I want to be a franchise owner of a black owned grocery store. This black grocery store is making $1 million a week. I want to open up one of them. You making $1 million a week. You helping black businesses. You're helping black small businesses from all around the world by simply buying their products and selling them. So now you're able to give back. You're able to invest into a black business, and you're able to help other small black businesses by simply buying the grocery store. So like Simply Wholesome said to me a while back, they said they buy over 100 products from black people. They deal with 100 different black businesses supplying their small store. Y'all hear what I just said? My favorite restaurant in California, Simply Wholesome, Slauson and Overhill. Yep, Los Angeles, California. Quote unquote, they said, Queen April, Purcell, they said, we buy over 100 different products from 100. We buy from 100 different Black people to supply our grocery store. They have a little small grocery store at Simply Wholesome. It's a health food store, by the way, y'all. So it's a little small health food store, family, and they buy over 100 Black products from Black people. And most of that 100, the first place they ever sold their stuff was, the first place they ever sold their items was at Simply Wholesome. Meaning you never saw this product for sale anywhere else until you saw it at Simply Wholesome. And now that it's at Simply Wholesome being sold out, just like my book is, now all of a sudden other stores say, hey, well, we want to get some of those too. We want to pick you up here and we want you to supply us. We want you to supply us over here. We want you to supply us over there. So fast forward the story. If Simply Wholesome, since Simply Wholesome is a very small store and they're dealing with 100+ Black vendors, Black-owned businesses, that's profound. What do you think a full-blown grocery store is going to do? Y'all hear what I just said? So let's think about that. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna spin this back on y'all in a minute. So I want y'all to stick with me. And can y'all please share this video for me? And if you're on YouTube, can you please subscribe? Facebook, if you're on Facebook, can you please follow me or click like to the video and share this video? Instagram, can you please like too as well? Share it with your friends. So let's think about the brother We Buy Black. He's going to open a full-blown Black grocery store, fully functional Black grocery store supplied by Black people, right? So now, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, he's going to buy 100,000 different products, right? So that just opened to make when you go into a grocery store, and I might need some of y'all. I see Queen on here. Queen, can one of y'all sisters help me and tell me how many different products does your grocery store carry? Y'all hear what I just said? How many different products does your grocery store carry? So I'm just going to throw a wild number out there because I honestly don't know. But I'm just going to assume and hypothetically make a round off, throw a number out there and say, your average grocery store sells 100,000 different products, all the way from bubble gum to, you know what I'm saying, oil in the back in the help section. You know what I'm saying, to the health food, different things, to the water, whatever. They may deal with they may have 100,000 different products, and just say it's possible that can come from 100,000 different people. So now think about that. That just opened the door for 100,000 new businesses to start businesses, y'all, to supply this Black-owned grocery store. So I can tell y'all like this: in building lowriders, when I was building lowriders, I would get 60 and 70,000, hypothetically speaking, to build a lowrider, right? And I would deal with a painter, I would deal with an auto body guy, I would deal with a chrome plater, I would deal with a polisher, I would deal with a sandblaster, I would deal with an anodizer, I would deal with a metal straightener, I would deal with a stereo guy, I would deal with the disc brake guy, the muffler guy, the transmission guy, the engine guy, the valve cover guy, the different components to the engines. I'm talking about, I would deal with hundreds of people that it took to put these cars apart, nuts and bolts. I had to buy hundreds of different parts to put a car together, right? So literally, if it came from if everything came from one person, I would literally deal with over 100-something people to put one car together, right? So now here I am with $60,000 to build this car. So I have the power to say, you young brother, you just started a chrome plater. Okay, well, I'm average gonna spend about 7,000 chroming products on the car. So I got 7,000 for you, but I'm gonna start you off with 500 because I want to see what your quality of your work is. You know what I'm saying? I can't just give you everything. I need to check your quality because this guy gave me this 60 racks. You know what I'm saying? So I need to give him his quality car back. I can't afford for you to experiment on my car. So I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to take the money from this white guy over here and I'm going to give it to you. But I'm going to give it to you piece by piece. So here goes $500 worth of parts first. Now, when you give me that work back and I say, oh, wow, this is great. This is the same thing that, oh, no, matter of fact, this is look better than what old boy was giving me. And you tell me, TJ, I bet you he wasn't giving you copper because if copper costs more money, and that's how they get us on racism stuff. If he put copper on it, he ain't never gonna see you again because the work is such quality work. You'll never have to bring this piece back again. It's gonna last 50, 100 years. And I'm like, wow, the white guy never told me that at the chrome plater. That's the racism part right there. That's the racist part. So when black people start opening businesses and we start talking, black people gonna get the game up and say, look, dude was lying. He ain't never gave you your copper, TJ. Tori, how you doing, fam? So all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm gonna deal with my brother. So now I'm getting more quality work. And he said, TJ, I'm gonna give it to you for the same price that he charged you. Boom, that's one guy. Now all of a sudden this guy comes to me and said, TJ, I can sell you this speed kit for your motor to make that motor go faster. Yada, 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 yada. A black-owned company that just started up yesterday because he heard that TJ spends $60,000 on car parts and car services. So he went out and opened up a business making these parts because he used to work at that job, building them for this white guy. That is one of the main reasons why white people do not like hiring black people in certain jobs. That is the main reason why. White people said, black people, I want y'all to go to a university and get a job over here that none of this stuff is relevant and is not transferable, that you can walk out of here with your college degree, your knowledge that you got, and go start a business manufacturing and competing against nobody. None of that stuff is transferable. So that's why. Because they know in situations like this right now, you're going to transfer that and start your own business. Now, I'm not saying they don't get black people jobs, but the black people who do got the jobs, they get treated like shit. Y'all, I coach people. I deal with people every day that be crying, talking about they got passed over for a raise. They've been working at that company for 10 years, and all of a sudden this new white guy comes in, less informed, don't know what the hell he doing, don't got the knowledge, and he gonna get the new position that I was trying to make more money, and then they gonna ask me to train the guy for that position. I hear these stories all the time, family. I hear that is racism. Y'all hear that? That is racism. You know why they don't want you to have that position? Because they know you done already had this position over here. Now all of a sudden they're gonna put you in that position over there. You're gonna learn too much of the secret sauce, and you're gonna be able to take that secret sauce and go over there and do it on your own. And they don't want you doing that. That's why now you have a lot of non-compete contracts popping up. They're like, here, we need you to take this non-compete and sign it before you even start. We are not going to hire you unless you take a non-compete. If you don't sign this non-compete, we're not going to hire you. Why? I don't care how qualified you are. We're not going to hire you because we don't want you to turn around and go start your own business. So that's what a lot of people is dealing with. You're too smart for your job. I hear people all the time tell me, oh man, I run that business. I'm the one. If it wasn't for me, that business would fall and it would fall. It would be broke. I'm the one that built that business. How dare them hire somebody else? And I'm the one. If it wasn't for me, blah 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 blah. I hear people say that stuff all the time. But the reality is, your boss know you can open up your own business. That's why he don't want you to get too much of the secret sauce. He don't want you to get too much knowledge because he know you're going to most likely go off and do your own thing. You're going to be like, wow, TJ's over there selling cars. Iris, how you doing, family? He's like, TJ's over there selling cars and he's spending $60,000 on each car and up buying parts. He going to take this secret sauce and go start his own company and go start supplying TJ. Now you got this brother over here that's manufacturing, that started his own grocery store, and he need 100,000 different vendors that make 1,000 different things. They don't want people to take off. Oh wow, We can't afford for him to learn how to cut this meat or him to find out where you get these products from, and he can go over there and start supplying that black guy that's starting that black grocery store. Or even the sister here, she got the big homeschool conferences going on because black people are starting to educate their own children now. So all of a sudden, we don't want to make you the director over education because we would hate for you to connect with that sister over there and start your own damn schools. And now all of a sudden we can't get all that government money that they've been stealing all these years in underfunding black communities. You think the black communities are underfunded? It's not. White folks just been stealing the money for decades. They turn around and the government give them $1 million to run this particular school in the middle of the black community. $200,000 make it to the community, to the school. Y'all hear what I just said? Government will give $1 million for this particular school. $200,000 actually makes it to the school. Schools are struggling, they having problems, while these cats are sitting back taking that money and rediverting it over to some white schools or stealing the most of it. Y'all hear what I just said? So what does that mean? They let you get too much knowledge. Now you over here talking to this sister here, and they over there learning the homeschool game, and you able to come in there and educate them and say, this is how you start your own real school without you going through the government, and this is how you get that government financing. If you just say this and that, and you boop, 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 and here's the document you need this document right here, the CA-17 form, Unit A. Don't check line number B, and that's the one that always messes black people up. You don't want to check that box. You think you want to check it, but that's the check that's going to make you not qualified to get that $5 million a year for your black school. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to think you got declined, but you don't realize you checking the wrong box. So it's the person that's in position that's running the school board and things like that. Maisha, how you doing, family? You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't want too many black people getting all those big positions. And if you do got that position, if you are running things and you're not starting your business, you tripping. You're messing it up for yourself and you're messing it up for your own community, because right now we got people looking for you like crazy. Y'all hear what I just said? When I was in my business, I was like, all the time, if I find you, I'm sitting over here with hundreds of thousands of dollars in deposit money to build cars. If you came to me and said, TJ, I know how to paint. I got a paint shop. I mean, I know how to paint, TJ. I work over here at the dealer painting all them Porsches. I paint Porsches, TJ, so I really know how to paint, and I know where to get all the paint stuff from. And I'm gonna ask you, look, I got $200,000 in money that I'm gonna use to paint these cars for the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? I got like 10 cars I got to paint, so I got about 150,000 in paint money, hypothetically speaking. So what does it cost to get a paint shop started? You'd be like, hey man, we can start a paint shop for 25,000, TJ. I'm gonna be like, here, make that happen. We partners now. Because I know you got the knowledge. I seen you up at Porsche, blah, 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 handling your business. So that's what's going on in a major way, family. So that's why it's so much racism. That's why so many black people are getting fired. So many black people are getting laid off. So many black people are having hard times. Why? Purely based on the fact that, hold on one second, what are we doing over here, Instagram? Purely based on the fact that they're looking at Will Smith got hundreds of millions of dollars. Oprah Winfrey's a billionaire. Jay-Z's a billionaire. Dr. Dre's a billionaire. And they still deal with black people, and they still trying to help black people. They're like, shit, these folks is terrified. These folks is terrified. Not all white. Renee, how you doing? Not all white people want to be racist because they don't want to fuck up the money. Excuse my language. That's what white people are telling each other. You fucking up the money, man. Excuse my language. You messing up the money, man. You are out here being racist and you're messing with my money. You're making the nice black people that made me wealthy, that I treat right, you're making them go start their own businesses now. Y'all tripping, man. So white America's mad at white America. Like, what the freak are you doing? Y'all messing up the money. And white America's too racist. They're not recognizing that. So they don't realize, they're saying all these rappers got all these money, got all this money. Not just the rappers, the businesses got money too. Everybody's making money. So they're like, you got to look at it. I'm starting a business and my cousin is DJ Quick or Tupac, hypothetically speaking, or or LL Cool J, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? My mama's son, you know what I'm saying? My mama's stepson or my daddy's sister's son is Nas, and he just got $1 billion from all them products he sold. Tell Nas I got a product. Tell my third cousin Nas I got a product. White folks know that we all are related one way or another. Somehow, black folks are related to the famous black folks, and these black folks is cutting checks to the small black folks that's trying to start a business. Y'all hear what I just said? So that's why a lot of businesses are booming. It is a great time to be in business right now, family. Jamie, how you doing? It is a great time to be in business. So I'm telling y'all, y'all just ain't feeling me. I don't know if y'all feeling me, but I'm telling y'all, it is a great time to be in business. If you got any type of knowledge, any type of specialty knowledge, you are set. You're up to become a multi-billionaire if you just come out and start a business in that. All you got to do is say, hey, I ran Rolex for 50 years. I was the main guy at Rolex. I've been there since I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been at Rolex, hypothetically speaking, 50 years of my life or 25 years, and I ran it. I know where everything come from. I know how to do this. Mr. Jay-Z, if you come in and give me 10 million, I can make a better watch than Rolex. You think he ain't gonna give you the money if he know that you really can do that? Master P, if you come, man, I used to work at Louis Vuitton for 17 years. I ran Louis Vuitton. Go to the website, you'll see my face on there. I was the main salesperson. I know where to get all the products. I know where the makers is at. Can you give me $5 million and we can make a better purse, a better everything better than Louis Vuitton? And we can put your name on it and we be partners. Give me $5 million. You think they wouldn't do it, y'all? That's exactly what they doing right now. But here's the problem. We need more of y'all to come out of y'all jobs. We need more of y'all to bring that great knowledge before they lay you off, before they fire you, or before they set you up for failure and say you stole something or say you've been stealing all these years. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to do to people. You got a lot of people who transferring that knowledge back to the streets and back to the black community. A lot of people ain't happy about that. They scared. They are running scared right now. I had a friend who I was talking to, and they was telling me how bad they get treated at their job, how much they was going through, and all of this stuff, how they dog them out, they treat them bad. And all of a sudden, when their house went up in value, they came into a lot of equity in their house. And they came to me and they were like, TJ, help me, man. I want to come out of my job. Y'all know I get a lot of people who say that. I want to come out of my job and I want to start some type of business where, you know, TJ, I make about $85,000 a year. So I would at least, you know, want to make, you know, something where I can come out of my job and still make the same amount of money. Can you help me? Absolutely. Instagram, I'm going to restart you shortly. I'll be restarting you shortly because Instagram does not go on for too long. So anyway, family, I'm about to get ready to wrap it up anyway, but I'm going to hit restart on Instagram. Matter of fact, while I'm looking at it, let's go ahead and restart Instagram real quick, y'all. Go ahead, wait 2 seconds, then you can tune right back in. All right, Instagram. Other than that, if you about to check out Instagram, I appreciate it if y'all share the video or if y'all click like on it and let your friends know about me. And also support me. I got my new book, Monetizing Gentrification, Building Black Ownership. This is what I talk about. This is what I do, y'all. Oh, real quick commercial. I'm in California. I'll be here. I'll be in Pomona at IE Shades of Africa coming up on the 27th of April. And I'll be in the Pomona Museum, the African American Museum, doing a presentation and a book signing coming up on May 4th. I'll be at these places. They should be on my Eventbrite page or my website. Go check it out. But I'm going to turn it off and tune right back in Instagram. See, somebody told me the other day I was supposed to go on Instagram TV or something like that. Y'all know that's just another thing to do on this big list of things to do. and I'm gonna start messing with that soon. So y'all know I'm a little slow on this technology. People be doing things long time before TJ get to it because I be like doing a lot of other stuff. I like to research a little bit, look into it, see what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna start messing with the Instagram TV if that's the place to be, if that's where y'all say I should be. Anyway, where we at? It's a great time for business, y'all. So if y'all need some help with entrepreneurship, reach out to me, thomastjlofton.com, 310-619-3954. I'll have a booth. Since I'm here in California, I'll be promoting my book. I'll be at the Black Writers on Tour this Saturday, so look for my booth. Y'all see I got a cool banner now, nice little book banner or whatever. So I use my book banner for to promote my book. Y'all know I've been really pushing this book because a lot of people having problems with this real estate. Danielle, how you doing, fam? A lot of people having problems with this real estate. A lot of people having problems with entrepreneurship because some people just need someone to hold their hand, and that's what I've been doing. I do a lot of coaching, y'all. So what does that mean? What's a coach? A lot of people don't see the value, and what is the point of having a coach? You know what I'm saying? What is the point of having a coach? I'm a coach because I've been in business for so many years. I ran a lowrider shop for almost 19 years before I sold it or whatever I did. And ain't too many people know more about this than I do on cars and building cars and finding these parts and shipping these parts all around the world. So if you want to start a automotive business, building custom cars, classic cars, muscle cars, I can help you with that. So that's why people who want to start these businesses or people who are running businesses like that, they sit down with me and seek counsel, and I come in and coach them and show them exactly what they're doing wrong, what they need to do to take it to the next level. So that's what a coach is. So people pay me to hold their hand and walk them through the process. People pay me for a training and sit down with me and talk to me, and I teach them the game and tell them, okay, here's what you need to start this business. Here's a blueprint. Here's a strategy. Here's some things that you need to know about. And here's my phone number. Let's keep in contact. Call me every Friday, every Thursday, and let's keep talking about it and make sure you got your business where you are going to be successful. It's not about just, hey, here's all your paperwork. Here's the package. This is all the game. I'm going to give you all this for $1,000, $5,000, $6,000. And then, okay, good luck with that. No, that ain't how it works with me. I'm going to give you some game. I'm going to teach you the game. I'm going to teach you the strategies. I'm going to teach you the logic. And you can't put that in the book, all that. You can't put all that in the book. So it takes me to sit down with you and you to communicate with me regular. So the people that I coach, it's more of a one-on-one coaching. You can pick up the phone and call me. You can text me. You can email me a question at 1 a.m. and I'll probably answer it at 3 because I went to the bathroom or something. You know what I mean? So that's what helps people to become successful businesses. That's what helped me to become a successful business owner because I had so many people on the other end of that phone. I had so many people that I can call up and say, can you come down here and take a look at this? Or can I come over there to you and hit you with a couple of these questions, y'all? And that's what people need to be successful. A lot of people think that just because you got this picture from this white guy and he sold you that stack of papers and in that book, he told me all the answers was in that, then I'm going to be rich because I paid him $15,000 for that package. That ain't how it works, y'all. Successful people are the people that can pick up the phone and say, hey, man, that information you told me, they just changed the law and they no longer said that they can do that. What do you think? Now, all of a sudden, the person tell me that, I'm going to look that up and say, yeah, I just heard about that. Or hold on, let me go research it and get you a solution, get you an answer. You know, that's why I wrote this book, to explain a lot of these things and talk about money and what's going on, monetizing gentrification, building Black ownership. $31.95 to your door if you're in America. If you overseas, you add $25 on top of the $25, and that's what it's going to cost you to get that book to you. If you're in the UK, if you're in a foreign country, most times shipping the book will cost about $25. So anyway, fam, it's a wonderful time to be in entrepreneurship, y'all, and it's amazing, y'all. So I'm about to start my tour, looking for my tour to go back to the East Coast. I'm going to hit up a few spots here in California, some more. Like I said, I'll be at the IE Shades of Africa, the Inland Empire, not the Long Beach one, but actually I'll be at Long Beach too coming up on April 4th. I'll be speaking there I'll be the keynote speaker on April 4th at the Shades of Africa Long Beach. I'll be at the IE, Inland Empire Shades of Africa speaking, which is a totally different owner. How about that? Black franchise with 2 stores. I'll be speaking there. I'll be speaking there on April 27th coming up. So y'all can go to Facebook. I mean, you can go on Facebook and register for it. It should be on there. Other than that, it'll be on my website, thomastjlawson.com. If they not, I'm working on loading them up because I'm working on my tour right now. But the point that I wanted to leave y'all with is, does racism, the relationship between racism and business ownership. The people who are experiencing the most racism at jobs are going through racism because your boss is scared you're going to open your own business up. Why is that? Because Black people got more money than they ever had before in history. It's so many wealthy Black people. White folks is uncomfortable that they no longer can hold the monopoly of having the businesses. You got Nas over here investing millions of dollars into businesses, and white folks are terrified. What happened when Nas starts financing a Black cell phone company? What's going to happen when when Dr. Dre finances a Black automotive dealership? This is why white folks are buying things out. You hear, oh, Apple bought Beats earphones for $3 billion. They didn't want to lose that business. They did not want Samsung and all of them to go out of business and all. They want to compete with Samsung and all of that. They don't want, that's why they bought Fubu out. So you're going to have all these white people buying out the Black businesses because they cannot afford to compete with us. Because we're going to target our own people. And all it's going to take is for a rapper to say, hey, I'm only investing in Black businesses, and the game is over with. And they know it. So you need to get in a position to where you got some kind of product, y'all. You got some kind of product that you're selling that you can go to the Black manufacturer that builds cars and supply him some car parts, because car builders spend millions of dollars a year on parts. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go to the Black grocery store. He's gonna spend probably $100 million a year on grocery store stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to think about that. So make anything. Now let me tell y'all something. I done made things that cost me, 50 cent investments. I had gold valve stem. I had chrome valve stems back in the days. I paid 50 cents for them and was dipping them in gold for free and selling them for $20 for a set of 4. That's $5 each. So I'm making $19.50 profit. And then when they started charging me for them, I was paying $1 a piece. So then I started making, what was I paying? $2 plus $4, $6. Now I'm making $14 a piece profit. I made thousands of dollars. I was pulling down 6 figures a year selling chrome gold valve stems, y'all. So you don't have to make something big. You don't have to make a car to make great money. You don't have to make some earphones like Dre did. You can turn around and make some Black-owned phone cases. I have yet to see that one yet. I know somebody doing it, but does somebody is there a name brand Black-owned phone case company that I can go to and buy Black phone cases? Because guess what? You can say this is made out of some biodegradable, all green and healthy products that will not mess with the atmosphere, and it's healthy for you. It's healthy. There's no dead animals involved, and I'm going to buy it. I'm really going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put yourself into that. Now, all of a sudden, it may cost you $2 to make this phone case, but guess what? You selling it for $10, and it's Black-owned. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to support. Now, all of a sudden, you making $10 million a year, and they're going to try to buy you out too. If worst case scenario, put yourself in a situation to be bought out. Best case scenario, put yourself in a situation where you're going to open a business and hire up a whole bunch of people and franchise it out and become a multi-trillionaire, and you become the seeds to what's going to become thousands of Black people that became millionaires and billionaires. Y'all hear that? That's why you want to keep your business. Quit selling stuff out. Long as we making successful black-owned businesses, white folks, Asians, and every other race are going to keep trying to buy us out because they know they're going to come in there and give us more. It is so lucrative. It is so lucrative to do business with black people. So it's worth paying billions of dollars, trillions of dollars to make sure that we don't. So white people don't want to give us the money. They prefer to go give it to the police, to give it to the court system. And why don't you keep locking these people up and prosecuting them so we ain't got to buy them out? That's what they prefer to do. But we've been slipping through the cracks and doing some amazing things. Look at me. I done went all them years, became a celebrity car builder, retired. My name is locked in stone, period. See, let's talk about Michael Jackson real quick. Let's talk about Michael Jackson. So, man, there's a whole nother topic I could have talked about, and I'm ready to get off. Michael Jackson did some superhero shit in his day. Excuse my language. Hope I didn't offend anybody. Michael Jackson broke every record that could have been broken, and he created the records. You see what I'm saying? He broke the records, and he created records that haven't been broken yet. So they don't like that fact. So of course they're gonna go after Michael Jackson and try to destroy his legacy. And now, because white folks and Asians and Jews and all these people own up everything, they're gonna call each other and say, hey, I need you to pull Michael Jackson's music off the shelves. We need to erase his ass out of history. And matter of fact, we're gonna start this up with some black people that we paid off to go in there and shit on him. And then we're going to be able to erase his ass out of history. So now when the records come into history and say who was the biggest entertainer in the world, it's going to be Bruce Springsteen or something like that. Because they're going, oh, they said Michael Jackson was a pedophile or a molester or a child, this or whatever it was, whatever they can come up with, and we're going to erase his ass out of history. But you ain't erasing the white folks out of history. You ain't erasing all these Jewish folks out of history. You're not going to stop going to the Catholic Church, because they pedophiles and you ain't gonna stop that. But yet the black man, you want to erase his ass out of history because it wasn't about the fact that he was a pedophile or a molester or whatever. If he was those things that he wasn't convicted of, you're gonna do it because he's black and you don't own everything. You want to be number one. White people want to be the biggest and best. So yes, they're gonna go after all these black people. They're gonna keep messing with them. So y'all can't keep supporting. Oh, and one more thing that I was thinking about the other day. YouTube, where y'all at? Type in where you at. What city and state, what country you in? You know what I'm saying? Our period. Facebook, Instagram, what city and state, country y'all in? One more thing I wanted to talk about. I was telling a good friend of mine about my brother who's opening the grocery store in Atlanta. And they said, TJ, they already had a black grocery store in Atlanta, and they ran them out of business. I said, how did they run them out of business? They said the city started working on the street in front of the grocery store. Almost soon as they opened that door up to that grocery store, a month later, the city busted up all the street where you couldn't even get to the grocery store. Y'all hear what I just said? They said they went and they drove through that little side jacked up piece of pavement that they say, oh, y'all want to go to the grocery store? Here go one lane out of 5 to get you over there to the grocery store, but you might get a flat going over there. They said they would take that little road because they understood black business. I would take that little road because I understand the value of us needing that black grocery store to work. So what am I saying? They doing that same thing on Crenshaw Boulevard right now. All those black businesses in Leimert Park up and down Crenshaw Boulevard, they messed up the street, and black folks is like, oh, that messes up my car. I'm not going over there until they finish that construction. Well, they not never going to finish the construction until all the black businesses are gone. Y'all hear what I just said? Oh, you can't even go in Compton because of all these potholes. Well, they ain't going to never not be potholes until all the black folks are gone, because that's what they do. That is a form of gentrification, family. Potholes is a form of gentrification. You go through Beverly Hills, you ain't going to find a pothole. You go through these wealthy white communities, you are not going to find no potholes. You know what I'm saying? You go over in Beverly Hills, you ain't gonna have the city working on no street longer than a month. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna see them working on. They ain't shutting down Las Vegas Boulevard. That ain't gonna happen. They'll shut down one lane at a time, but they ain't gonna shut Las Vegas Boulevard down and put one of those casinos out of business or slow down their money. No, it ain't gonna happen. So it's up to us to pay attention to that. So when they turn around and mess up the street, know that this must be where black businesses are. Let me go in there and support my family. They messed up that street because of black businesses are there. Instagram, you about to go out, family. I'm gonna check y'all later. All right, family. So I'm gonna get on out of here. I got some other things I want to do. I just want to drop that on y'all. Racism, the relationship between racism and business ownership. So a lot of y'all seeing racism don't even know it. So yes, potholes is a form of gentrification. The government, the people working on the street in front of a black-owned grocery store is definitely gentrification, family. So it's up to us that when you see somebody working on the street in front of a black grocery store and you think that may mess up my car, catch a lift over there, family, and go buy some groceries from them because we need it to work. Y'all hear what I just said? But at least now we got the technology to where you can order your groceries from that black grocery store, hopefully, and say, "Can you send me these groceries?" Or you need to start a business saying, "Hey, I got some trucks with some big tires on it that I can get through that construction site and get your groceries, deliver them to your door. Just go on my website and tell me what you need and pay me by your credit card, and I'll deliver it to you." Whenever there's a problem, there's always an opportunity, y'all. So don't miss out on that opportunity. But support your brother. This book was because I went around the country to 15 states. I've been 2018. I've been to over 15 states and following gentrification, finding out what's going on. Why are our black people losing these businesses? What's going on all around America? And I talked about it in my book, but I didn't just talk about it. I dropped some solutions. Miss Katrina, how you doing, family? You know what I'm saying? I created a lot of solutions. So support your family. Pick up that book, $31.95 to your door. And I'll drop this back. I will drop you a signed copy in the mail. I'll break it down, y'all. I talk about real estate because y'all know they're locking us out of real estate. I'm gonna talk about that real quick before I get off. They're passing laws every day designed to make it more and more difficult for you to acquire home ownership. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. They are passing laws every day that make it more and more difficult for African American people to buy real estate. So I talk about a lot of that in my book, family, but I don't just talk about the problems, I talk about solutions. So that's why it's also important that bring me on as a coach, take my training classes, or go to my online academy, thomastjlofton.com, and go to TJ's Wealth Academy and take a class, take a training. You know what I mean? And let your children take them. Let them watch the videos and question them on it. And please keep looking at the videos. Please keep coming back to the website because I will be uploading more and more videos every month because I got a lot of content, family. I'm like one of the content kings. I got so much stuff. I just got to take the time out to upload it. But trust me, family, I got a lot of footage. So it's going to be ongoing to where you're going to be seeing new books from me. You're going to be seeing a lot more classes coming up on my website. So under TJ's Wealth Academy. And literally ain't going to be no need to go to college because your children are going to be super educated by the time they graduate to the 10th grade. They're going to be like starting a business and bringing in 6 figures a year because they've been working on it since they were 6 and 7 years old, taking these training classes, online classes. Now, I think y'all seen on the news where they're talking about the young lady graduated from high school and college at the same time in the 12th grade. She went straight into the job field because she graduated at the same time. So yes, it is possible and it can be done. So I teach the online classes, family. If you need a consultation, reach out to me, 310-619-3954. You also can go to my Facebook page and send me a note. If you want to book me to come out to your city, your state, or your country, go to my website and Thomas TJ Lofton and go to booking and click that link and fill out what kind of venue you're having, what date do you need me for, and I will reach out back to you. or just go ahead and pick up the phone and call me, 310-619-3954. Again, 310-619-3954. If I don't answer, please leave a message. I do return all my phone calls. So reach out, fam. We got solutions, and it's a great time to do business, y'all. No matter what you hear in the news, don't get scared. Just know, start paying attention to your intellectual property and entrepreneurship situations. And it's time, y'all. Pick up the phone and call me as for a coach. Pick up the phone, take a training class from me, y'all. I got a sale on my products. If you go to my website and you see my classes, they are on sale, family, 50% off. So you see my training classes be $6,000, $8,000. Family, you're dealing with me one-on-one. So those classes are half off. So please reach out to me. Let's make something happen. If you want a payment plan and you don't have all the money up front or something like that, I do take payment plans, family. I just been dealing with so many people that I didn't have time to go back and upload, fix the website, make it look all proper. I like one-on-one, family. People who want to do business with me, they pick up the phone and call me. And those are the people who I've been coaching and working with, y'all. So please pick up the phone and call me. Send me a message. I will call you, or, inbox me if you're in a foreign country, and I will call you back. Trust me, I'll be over here at 1 o'clock in the morning on the phone with people doing coaching. You'd be surprised. I'll be going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning sometime because I'll be talking to so many different people. So family, we have no excuses on you starting a business. So please reach out. If you got an idea in your head, if you ain't sure and you would like some type of business, reach out to me. If you don't have the money, you don't have enough money, and you're not sure if you can't afford me because you looked at my website, if you say, oh, I don't have enough money for that book or whatever it is, reach out to me, family. Let me decide that. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. You don't think you can? Somebody told me, oh, TJ, I don't think I can afford you as a speaker. And we got to talking. They was like, oh, yeah, we got all of these young children, you know what I'm saying, homeless shelter, blah, blah, blah. That's why we don't have money. I wouldn't even charge you to come to a homeless shelter and speak to some young people. See, don't lock yourself out and be discounted because you think. Don't think about it. Just pick up the phone and call me. Just pick up the phone and call me. She's thinking, oh, I thought you charged to come to speak. I do charge to speak. I charge universities. I charge people who are charging people. If you charging tickets for somebody to come see me speak or come see a bunch of speakers, yes, I want to get paid. I want to make some money too. If you giving Mr. Such and Such $10,000 to come in here and speak, well, I want to get paid too. I want to make some money. But if you got a homeless shelter and you got a bunch of homeless children whose parents are incarcerated or gun violence or spousal abuse children up in here, I want to come speak for free. If you're in another state, then we can work something out where you may only pay for the travel, the hotel, etc. Let me know, family. Let's talk. I'm traveling the country. I'm probably going to be next door to you. I'm about to head back on tour again and take the tour to the East Coast. So look forward to some East Coast dates popping up, family. So if y'all in another state and y'all thinking about having me come out, please reach out. Janet, how you doing, family? Please reach out and let's talk about it. You tell me about your event and I'll tell you my schedule. I might be near you, so it may not be as expensive as you think it is. If I'm sitting in California and you want me to come out there this weekend, then I'm going to ask you for some money. If I'm already in New York or DC and you saying, hey, I'm in Philly and I wanted to have you come down, now we talking about an $85 flight. Yeah, I can come down there and the flight ain't but $85. You know what I'm saying? So let's figure it out, family. Pick up the phone and let's communicate, family. Anybody got any questions before I get up out of here? Please share this video, family, into your favorite groups. Let other people know I exist. Let them know. Buy this book for your family. You know what I'm saying? This book should be at everybody's barbershop. It should be at everybody's beauty salon. It should be at everybody's black businesses sitting on the counter. Don't just buy one, buy a bunch of them. It should be in every black homeschool. It's also a workbook. I got some questions in there that the young people be loving and eating them up, family. So reach out to me if y'all want to buy these books in bulk. 310-619-3954. Again, 310-619-3954. Peace and love, family. Start a business. Create a product. I'm out.